I'm Penny Jones from Data Center Dynamics, and I'm here with Michael Adams, Vice President of Global Data and IT for AEG Power Solutions.
Hi.
How are you today, Michael?
I'm good.
That's good. Can you tell us a little bit about what AEG Power Solutions does and how this relates to the data center?
Okay, AEG Power Solutions is a company that's been in the market for probably 100 years. We are specialized in power electronics. We broke it up in two divisions. One of our division is renewable energies, and the other division is energy efficient systems for the marketplace. Predominantly, AEG Power Solution is an industrial company and has been providing power electronic solutions for well over 60 to 100 years. In the recent times, we've also been involved in the data center market, providing UPS solutions to the data center market for about 60 years. In the last 10 or 15 years, AEG Power Solutions has got very involved in the renewable energies market, and we have provided power components to wind turbines and rectifier systems for solar solutions. In the last 2 years to 3 years, we've looked at the data center market and realized that effectively a data center is something like a small village or a large area that consumes a lot of energy. And the whole green footprint and the carbon issues have become a major part and driver for the data center market. So what we've introduced this year at Data Center Dynamics in London is the concept of combination architecture and microgrids. Now, in combination architecture, that is effectively the solution or the architecture where we would provide renewable energy solutions with different types of energy storage systems to legacy data center systems to effectively improve the efficiency of the data center and the PUE, which ultimately would reduce the carbon footprints as far as that is concerned. So being that we've got a lot of experience and expertise and test cases in the solar industry, we felt that if we could provide a practical solution to the data center market, it's something that they could plan for from day one now and in the future.
Can you name some of your case studies that you have out there?
I think what we are looking for at the moment is AEG Power Solutions. We are involved in building solar farms in Italy. We've been involved in solar installations in Spain. We are now currently looking at the UK market where the new FIT program has been put in place. We are currently involved in North America where we are providing FIT programs for roof solutions and for other commercial buildings as far as that is concerned. So when you talk about case studies for data centers, I think one of the drivers for introducing renewable energies to the data center is that it's got to be commercially viable. So I think in the past people have experimented with solar solutions, wind solutions, etc. for the data center, but what they have tried to do is run the entire facility off solar energy. Now I don't believe that fits many of the business cases. So effectively the experience AEG and the solutions that we are putting forward is that what you should be doing is providing renewable energies to compensate for the inefficiencies of the data centers. So the solutions that we have provided, even though they are in buildings and etc., some of them are not necessary data centers, but a data center is merely a building that has a high consumption of energy and needs high redundancy. The most then other critical part is how do you store this energy? Because as you know with solar systems, the sun shines during the day, but what do you do in the evening? How do you actually store the energy? So again, AEG Power Solutions has got our BES systems where we look at battery energy storage systems, where we talk about storing megawatt hours, and we have building blocks there from around 250 kVA upwards, where you can actually start to store energy that you generate from your renewable systems, which you then can use on demand as required for your solution. But to be able to do that, what you really need is a power management system. So AEG, inside our development in solar farms, we have certain power management systems that we can apply to this type of technology, which will help you basically manage the energy inside your facility. So by combining all these various components, which is energy protection, energy storage, energy generation, and energy management, effectively this is what we would call a smart grid or a microgrid, and effectively it's what we would call combination architecture.
How much space does solar take up?
Well, I mean, I think that's you can't answer that because it really depends. It's built around location. It's built around the country that you work in. It depends where you are on the globe and what the sun radiation is. So what we do, and again, this is where I think the practical thing of renewable energy comes inside the data center. It's about how much energy can I generate from this facility in this region, and then take that and do a business case associated with that and say, right, can I generate 200 kilowatts or can I generate a 1 megawatt solution? And if I can generate that, do I have enough roof space? You know, what is the radiation of that area? What is the shadows of the sun? So there are a lot of parameters that you need to look at and say, right, this is the region that we are working on, and this is the amount of energy that we can generate, and then you can start to build up a business case. So the question is, yes, that you can say, I need so many square meters, but it is really very relevant based upon. So if you're in the North Pole, it's very different that you are in, you know, other parts of the region. So we look at it on a business case on a region-to-region basis. What has happened in America, in the USA, in various states, they have a lot of incentives now to use renewable energies. So if you go to a place like Texas, they have incentives that 75% or around that figure of the capital investment can be claimed back. So that now suddenly makes your business case very, very strong. They also have very good feed-in tariffs. So you now have a return on investment of anywhere between 3 to 4 years to 8 years, depending on the size of the installation, where it is, and how you actually fit it into the program. Now, typically in somewhere like Germany, you would be pretty happy with a 7 to 8 year return on investment for a large solar installation. But I think when you talk about data centers, you are looking more of 3 to 6 years return on investment. And that is really the calculation that you have to do. So in the UK, we have started to look at, with the new feed-in tariffs for the UK, we've started to look at the installations. And the installations, based upon how you fund the installation and how you develop it, can be anywhere between 5 or 6 years to 12 years, really depending on how the site is, where the site is, what the investment is, and how do we look at it. So yes, it is viable in the UK, but you need to do the correct calculations and the business case to support the environment. And I think a data center in many cases is a special instance because the life cycle generally of a data center is between 10 and 15 years.